عليكم وهذا السلام يا ولا له قالك غير مدو كحررو أنا قبل مدو أنا هاي قارتي إذا كو مشغولة أنا وحافظ كسو بحيا كو مشغولة because مدو قال الحمد لله رب العالمين هو أول شيء وأنا جعلها I'm proud to be قبل مدو إكسيم كايرة كسو بحيا ما عرفت قرح ذي وكنت من الحمد لله مجود وحن ربها هرتين أنا دين شيء سو مؤجدين ليسا إلفيس بريسلي كبدي لدهاي إنكي إلفيس بريسلي دالي إني ديماتي مان دويتو ودور عشان لقيت شوكو because of waxay samaysay gastric sleeve markay samaysay gastric sleeve ma gastric bypass ay samaysay marka qofka waxa la yiri marka la qalo ee gastric bypass ka la sameeyo isagoo buuran baa la qalaa oo meel hoga baa jirto oo laakiin faad ku jiro meesha hoga faadku markuu ka dhamaado haduu qofku ma aragtay caloosha ma aragtay gasho sida sawirka hadda halkaas oo dhigay guys si fiican u fiirsada okay sawirkaas guys ma jeedaan meeshaas hoga inta madow caloosha ay xagga midigta xigta waa intii dhimatay caloosh way dhimatay intaas dhan marka dhiigii calooshan ma jeedaan caloosh xagga sare waa xagga hunguriga xagga kalena waa xagga ma aragtay saxarada hoga hoos waa xagga saxarada geenisay soo caloosheedii halkaas ay ka go'do oo meeshaas ay gashay gabadhii way dhimatay bal ninkan dhageysta wuxuu leeyahay.
Hey, this is Dr. Daniel Rosen. I'm here at LaGuardia waiting to catch a flight to Boston. Been delayed about 4 hours. I was checking my news feed and I saw that the autopsy results on Lisa Marie Presly are back, and she had had gastric bypass surgery a few years back apparently, and she had what's called an internal hernia. Basically, when you create a gastric bypass, it involves rerouting the intestines, and in doing so, in bringing the intestine up to the stomach, you create a window, and through that window, the intestines can slip in and get stuck and twist and lose their blood supply, and that can be a surgical emergency, can cause an intra-abdominal infection, and in some cases lead to death, and that looks like that was the case here. Lisa Marie Presly was found unconscious. It was reported that the day prior and earlier that day she had complained of severe abdominal pain, and unfortunately the people didn't realize that that's a known complication of gastric bypass and weren't able to pick that up early and intervene emergently and prevent this unfortunate outcome. If you've had gastric bypass surgery and you have severe abdominal pain that doesn't stop, you need to get it checked out by a bariatric surgeon or an emergency room right away.
Soomaali Maxamed waxa kale oo jira dhakhtar kale isagana oo aan follow gareeyo oo isagana sheegaya meesha ma aragtay uu awdaayo marka uu qofka qalaayo waa u jeedaan wuxuu dhakhtarkaasna wuxuu idinku yiri bal hadda dhakhtarkan kalena bal dhageysta.
There's been a lot of questions about Lisa Marie Presly and what happened with her bowel obstruction and everything. So it's very hard to explain that to a patient because the reconstruction's a little weird, and unless you're a surgeon, you don't really know what you're looking at, or it's very hard to explain with just a static picture. So I took some video from a bypass I did a while ago, and I put it together, and I'm going to show it now, and I'll talk you through what an internal hernia is and how we prevent that.
There you go. All right, so this is the defect that we're looking at right here. So can you send hers, please? And then this is where Lisa Marie Presly had her bowel get in and cause her to have a internal hernia. Okay, you can stop it.
Recording.
Look at you, you're a good video.
Okay, here we are closing that defect with a permanent suture.
Well, this is a
we
hard
need to
thing
use
to
a permanent
explain to
suture
people,
because even
this
if there's
is
a
like-
little bit of a gap, a piece
how
of
do you
intestine can get
visualize
stuck in
an
there,
internal hernia?
and that can be very dangerous, and that's the internal hernia. Now, this defect is from the closure of the small intestine, putting it back together again to form the second portion of the gastric bypass.
I'm going to lock that since it's bleeding.
So you can see here that it can be a little confusing. Those spaces that don't exist in nature, we do need to close those. And when things get stuck in them, that's when it's an internal hernia. Hopefully that clarifies the issue for everybody. Thanks for watching.
odayga halka dambe halkaas fadhiyay soo baashan leeyahay gastric bypass ka igu soo roor maaha labaduba waa risk laakiin igu soo roor gastric sleeve ma aha because caloosha la marin hamaabinaya in dad calool jilicsan tahay fiidiyodan hadaawan soo macal salaama and I love you comment ku soo qora